What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Marcus.
And I'm Shelby.
And we are Cougars with a C. What's up, honey? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, but I wish we had a jam to come into this week.
Why you don't have one?
I just didn't put no jam out this week because I've been listening to that intro from last week all week.
Oh.
I really like that. Plus I ain't been listening to no music this week.
Oh, so you're being bougie this week.
No, I had a test I was kind of scared about, so I was actually focused on.
You was focused, man. Yeah. That's what you should have played.
I said, man, bump all this. I'm too close. I think I did good on the test though.
Well, that's good.
Sign language, but I was nervous because I didn't think that I was gonna do as good as I did. But when I actually went and took the demonstrative part of the test, I did good.
Well, that's good.
I missed two, but I knew what I missed. But I just did I did one thing wrong because the signs are so much alike. Like, let me show you for example. This is like, right? Mm-hmm. This is interesting. So I did interesting instead of like. When I knew the sign, mm-hmm. I was nervous.
Well,
so that's what I missed.
Passed though.
Yeah. Then on the written part, I did pretty good too. But I was like, man, I'm passing the class, but you just don't want to fail.
Yeah, cause you're so close.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gonna have to pass and putting that pressure on you. We got a party coming.
This
now.
In the bag.
Yeah. Well.
It's already in the bag. I'm doing what I got to do.
Okay.
So how about your week? How you been?
I didn't like this week. I'm just so over this week. I'm glad it's over. That time change kicked my butt. I know it's just an hour, but it kicked my butt. It won.
Yeah. Well, the first week I could say that I slept through it because you know how my schedule is. So I didn't really feel the effects of the change until I was off. And once I was off, it just felt like something ain't right, but it was just the time. I don't like that when I get off, it stay overcast and dark for so long.
Oh, okay.
Because it seemed like the sun don't come out till 11 o'clock.
Yeah. The girls, Paige don't like it because, you know, she got to take that dog out.
Yeah. Oh,
but
yeah.
Kaylin like the evening because she can stay outside longer.
Yeah.
She been outside on her bike. But, yeah, I think it just kind of messed up everybody's mind.
It just seemed like it seemed very different than any other time change. Mm-hmm. But I could deal with it. Plus,
well, let's see how this following week go. I'll let you know.
And I just hope that when time fall back, I could be home in my bed, sleep.
Me too.
But I work on most of the nights when the time change anyway.
Well, maybe that will change soon.
Yeah, I hope so. But we got a podcast today that this is a podcast, of course, but we got
some topics
that we're going to dive into. But before we go there, and a lot of times, you know, we don't shout out other podcasts, but I found a podcast that I think is worth sharing to people. Mm-hmm. Other than ours, it's Righteous and Ratchet.
Oh yeah, that's a good podcast
with Kev on stage and Doughboy.
Mm-hmm.
And I look forward to their podcast, and they also have a Patreon. And but I just do the regular podcast. Mm-hmm. So I introduced you to that. What did you feel about it?
I thought it was good. I thought it was something different besides looking at his videos, mm-hmm. and it was positive because I tried to listen to other things mm-hmm. that you listen to, and I just felt like they did a lot of cursing, and it really wasn't like why, you know. So I mean, I like those people and I like what they talked about, but sometimes it seemed like they were cursing, it was forced, and that kind of turned me off.
Right.
But you know, Kev on stage is clean entertainment, and they were funny, and it was good. It was refreshing. It just, you know, like us.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's one thing I like about it because like I when I first got introduced to a podcast probably about a year ago, mm-hmm. and I've been listening, and I've been trying to just find something that I listen to, just find something that's like me, you know, something mm-hmm. that I can relate to, something that's interesting. And I found one, but that podcast stopped altogether. So I don't know what happened with them. They even had a YouTube channel, but it stopped altogether. And then I found this other one, and I've been listening to them for a year, and But sometimes it's just like you said, you don't want to feed yourself all of that negative energy and just off color conversations.
Yeah, and like I said, I just don't see the point of it sometimes, because it honestly feels forced to me. Like I got to fit this in the sentence. You know what I'm saying? It's not a flow.
I don't think it's forced because people actually talk that way.
I guess so.
Yeah, so I think people actually talk that way. But my thing is, like, you don't want to hear all of that all the time. I mean, it's nothing you can really watch without it being vulgar or something like that. But with this podcast, it was different because they funny, and you know they talk about a lot of stuff, and I just wish them success.
Yeah.
But one thing another thing, he was talking about, Kevin on stage was talking about how he out in Hollywood and no agents want him. You got to check out the Righteous and Ratchet episode.
That was a powerful episode.
Yeah, and he was talking about how a manager didn't want to touch him, and how his dad stepped in and gave him a word, and it's just like it boosted him up. And then like the next day or something, he went viral. Then you called me and said that he was on
the day after that, and he went even more viral. He was on Wendy Williams.
Yeah, so
his video.
So you know we got to keep Kev on stage and their whole movement in prayer, because like you know it'll be times that people will try to come against them now.
Yeah,
because that's something like what I strive for, like being clean, being productive, and being entertaining and engaging without all of the extra stuff. Because it ain't nothing you could turn on without it being bad for you.
Yeah, I agree. And this is true. It's even TV.
Even TV. Like I could cut that on in the car with the kids in the car and we good. I don't got nothing to worry about.
Yep.
So it could build, you know, something for your family, like you going on a trip or something, you know. So I appreciate it. I appreciate what they do, and I appreciate the whole movement. And it's called Righteous and Ratchet. Now, that's all I'm saying about it. So it's time to get into this podcast, and it's going to be a little touchy. It's going to be a little... It's like thin ice that we're going to skate on. Now, we're going to address the situation. I don't think it's going to be as much as addressing the person, because the person at hand is a preacher. And I ain't talking about no preacher, regardless of what they do. So that's between them and God, because I'm not going to do it.
So we're going to start off with that first.
We can leave with that.
Okay. So
you brought this to my attention. And
yes, I call a quick attitude. I haven't followed this guy, this Pastor John Gray.
In your defense, you did always say it was something that you didn't like about him.
Yeah, I did. I never followed. I never watched any of his sermons. You had me watch some of them, and you know they were pretty good or whatever.
I like the sermons.
So, however, you know, he had this scandal going out. I didn't follow that either, about cheating and a child. So he was on The Real a couple of days ago, and he addressed it. And he said he did not cheat. He does not have a child, and it was just an emotional affair. So I'm riding in the car, my usual routine in the morning, and Gary with the T talks about this. And he plays the clip of him on The Real, because I didn't see it. He plays the clip of him on The Real talking about it. And then he plays the receipts from the mistress, and they are voicemails. And I guess she put them out there. And he's talking about the resources that he gave this person. And he called and said that he was in town and I'm not getting answer from you. I mean, this came out after he was on TV saying that he did not have a affair. He had an emotional affair. So I guess this person retaliated. So I was like, oh man, this is a mess. And his wife was just up there on The Real, just clapping and so proud. And all I can just think of is her.
She got his back.
I know she got his back, but that's The Real is not a little itty bitty show.
No, it's not.
Okay, so she up there just clapping. Even though this happened a year ago, you still opening up doors. You still giving this person the opportunity. It's going to reopen up some wounds, I think. I just thought that it was just a whole horrible situation. And so now I'm thinking, like, is he lying again? Did he lie again? It just bothered me.
But out of this whole thing, how recent is this, or is this, because I'm confused about the timeline?
The affair is a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
The show of The Real was last week. We'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
And so was the report from Gary with the T. So he reported that after the show aired.
But how that's what I'm saying. How old are those receipts?
I don't know. They probably was a year ago from when this happened.
So, okay, so that's my thing. Like, if it's old, why are they bringing it back up like it's new? It's like,
because
if this person messed up, why you keep trying to put
because
old stuff
he
on
recently was on the show. He was recently asked a question. He recently denied it on national television.
Wait, deny what though?
He said he only had an emotional affair.
Okay, so the receipts didn't say anything about him having an affair, like a physical affair. He said that I'm in your city and I'm being ignored.
Okay, that's fine.
But he said it. You're not answering the phone.
Right, you're right. But we don't know what was going to happen. You calling, I'm in your city, and what that mean? Well, we just going to go sit down and talk again.
You didn't answer the phone. Like, you could read a lot into this.
Yes, and that's the thing. Like, that's too much. That's an open book. You can read a lot.
But still, even if so, it's old.
Yes,
Yes, he was on the show. He's a relevant person. Mm-hmm. He's relevant. So, yes, he was on the show. But I think that if this stuff is not recent, Gary with the T wrong for that.
Why you say Gary was wrong with that? Adrian was the one that asked him the question.
No, it's on the interview. Yes, that's an interview. But what I'm saying is, we talked about this. He discussed that this was old.
Okay, so okay, wait. Maybe we need to clarify some things.
Yeah, let's clarify some things.
Do you think that the receipts came out a year ago, or they just came out? That's what
I'm not sure.
I'm thinking that the receipts just came out after the show aired. They probably was a year ago. But the lady just probably released them after she seen the show.
So it's not valid.
Okay.
Like, yes, it happened. But at the same time, if the receipts happened a year ago and he say, I did not have an affair physically, I had an affair emotionally, and you're not picking up the phone when I'm calling you, that's emotional.
Okay, so what you think is worse, physical or emotional?
I think emotional is worse. Why?
I just want to know.
What you think is worse?
I think both. Bump that. I ain't even finna choose. Both of them is.
I think emotional is wrong.
No, I think both of them is.
Yeah, both of them wrong. But, okay, so what you think, how do you think a person get there? A person just don't get there by just saying, oh, I'm finna go out and do this. A person just don't get there.
They start with emotional first. That's what I think.
No, I'm not talking about
a conversation.
But I'm not talking about that part. I'm talking about the part that says, let me find somebody else to try to connect with.
What you mean? How does that start?
How does that start? See, I believe, and for him, it could be different because he's in a position of power. Mm-hmm. It goes back to everything else we've been talking about, power. Mm-hmm. Right? But, so for him, I feel like people just gonna attract to him because of who he is and what he has. You know, it's like he got money. Mm-hmm. He's able to do all this type of stuff. He everywhere, all over the TV. So people want that attention, regardless of if it's good attention or negative attention. People want that attention. But for him, it's different. But for a regular person, how do you think a person get there?
By something lacking.
Yeah.
But that's when you go and say something.
All right, but what if you say something and the same thing is the results are still happening? We kind of touched about this, like when I said, I think it was last week when I said, how many tests do we have to pass? You know, you could tell a person something over and over and over again, and I believe that they would see those signs. They'll see what the person need or what the person is saying to them, but still, and yet they don't give them that attention.
Okay, but my thing is, why is it so easy to go seek something else instead of, okay, if you have told that person,
Mm-hmm.
so why not just end it instead of go make the situation worse by getting another connection with somebody else? That's my question.
I don't know. Honestly, I've never been a cheater. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I can't answer that, but in my mind's eye, and thinking about why it would be there, I think it could be a range of emotions. I don't know. It could be, I don't know. Like, I don't want to get caught. I'm not gonna let it. Okay, let me say it like this. I think that they don't intend for it to go that far.
Okay.
Cause I was watching, it was what was it, Dateline or something I was watching, and this guy and his wife, he had a trucking company, and he built this trucking company from the ground up, and him and his wife, they was going through some they had a good relationship, but he said that his wife just stopped wanting to do, you know, just like she didn't want to do anything anymore. And he was at this place in his life where they had them built this company. Now it's time to reap the benefits. But his wife didn't want to do the stuff that he wanted to do. Like, he wanted to go here, go on cruises, go do this. But she didn't want to do it. Mm-hmm. He said, so one day he bumped into this lady. And but this lady was crazy, though. She was a stalker. But he talked to her, and she wanted to do stuff. So he ended up going with her one time. And then they actually had an affair, but he said he tried to break it off with her, but that's when she started threatening the family. Mm-hmm. She knew everything about their family. So, I mean, but overall, the dude got killed at the end. No, that's not right. That's not, what you saying?
I'm not saying it was right, but I mean, he set himself up for it.
How though? Like, I think, like, when it come down to stuff like this, you always think it's the man's fault.
How is it the woman's fault?
How is it not, though? It's equal parts.
Oh, okay, so it's okay if it's the woman's fault. So it's okay for y'all to go find other support from somebody else. But if we do it, y'all want to boohoo cry and call us names. No,
I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that anytime it's talking about cheating or something, you always think it's the man's fault. The woman is responsible for some of this stuff too.
Okay. I can take that. I can take that.
For prime example, he was trying to go places with his wife. He wanted to do things.
But did he try to figure out what was wrong and why she was tired? Why she was probably tired because she was helping him with the company and carrying more of it on her back. She probably was tired and wanted to relax and didn't want to go and didn't want to do anymore. That's probably what it was. Okay, so that give her the right to deny her husband when he's saying, let's go, let's do this. So when she deny her husband, it makes it okay for him to go find some crazy chick.
I need you to listen to what I'm saying and look at it from both perspectives. I need you to step out of it and look at what I'm saying, because you're taking this personal, but you're not looking at what I'm saying. You're not looking at what I'm saying as far as he is trying to get his wife to go with him. Step out of it, though, and look at it. Mm-hmm. You can't be biased about it, because I'm not saying he's right or wrong for what he did, but what I'm saying is he's trying to get his wife to go with him. He wanted to do stuff. I said that they had got to a point to where they had built the company and they could reap the fruits of their labor. Mm-hmm. But she kept rejecting him until he got tired of being rejected.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So give me your critical analyzation of what I'm saying.
I understand what you're saying. I know rejection can be hard. I know it can be defeating. It can you at some point you want to give up. Mm-hmm. I understand that. But like I said earlier, why he go get in a situation that makes it worse?
Right.
And that was a situation that made it worse. Now he go do this with this lady, have his little fun. Now he see the grass ain't green on the other side. He should have stayed over here.
Right.
And he should have chilled. Now this lady crazy. She threatening the family. But now all this that he wanted, this burden is on the wife too once again. And the family. Because of your actions.
So it's all his actions.
Yes, that's... Okay. It may have started with the wife. But he finished it. Okay? He finished it.
Yeah, he finished it.
He finished it. He finished strong.
But what I'm saying is, like, it was a problem there. And this like remind me so much of last week. There's a problem there. I feel like as times that men, and we're gonna get back to the emotional part of the conversation, but I feel like as far as men, our emotions are overlooked a lot by women. I really feel that. It don't matter. You got to step out of it now. Back out. Back out. Get out the water. Get out the water.
I am listening.
Now, men's emotions are overlooked, and I feel like they are abused a lot of times. Because we can say something to y'all, and y'all know what we're saying, and yet you won't fulfill that need for that emotion. Mm-hmm. So he wanted to go somewhere with his wife. He wanted to do things with his wife. So regardless of the excuse, and then she didn't want to do it. So when I say that, he didn't mean to go like, when I say I don't think it mean to go that far. Mm-hmm. I don't think that he just went out intentionally looking. Mm-hmm. This lady could have been, and I'm not giving an excuse for what he did, but I'm saying I don't think he went out intentionally looking. Mm-hmm. It's just a spur of the moment thing that something happened, and it turned into.
And once again, he didn't look to see that she was being slick. Right. It was just a spur of the moment. He done got hooked, and now look.
Right.
Look where he at.
All right. So you know my profession of work. You have to be cautious there, because you know how many people I've seen fall and get taken under. Because they were missing something. And this was a statistic. It's like when a person is going through something at home, a lot of times the first thing they'll do, if they're in the job, they'll work a lot of overtime. And they just start working because they're not where the problem is. And in that time, you're vulnerable. So it's not about, and I'm not pointing the finger at women or men, but I'm just pointing the finger at that sometimes we need to stop and look at what's causing the issue. Because we could get taken a lot of places if we don't look at the issue. And that's what I mean about men's emotions get overlooked. It's like we supposed to, y'all at one end of the spectrum, we say it's okay to cry. The other end of the spectrum, it says to suck it up and be a man, but it's a thin line. So that's how I feel about it. So his emotional, we're going back to the topic at hand, his emotional state, I don't know what took him there because I don't know the perspective he was coming from.
So basically, we have to listen to y'all emotions.
I think, yes, because it's like,
okay, so
this should be part two.
Do you think you guys express them clearly?
I think that we express them.
Okay. Yeah, some men may express them, but some men may not. That's another thing too. That's another barrier.
Yeah, that's true. But I think it's like this. Men are supposed to be fully in tune to women. Do you agree with that? Because I need you to step out. I don't need you to get into it.
Yes.
I don't need you to get all passionate. Men are supposed to be fully in tune to women. We could look at you and know that something is wrong. And a lot of times, we probably have a clue, but we'll get you to express what's wrong with you. Y'all don't do that to us. Y'all will say what's wrong with us and then get mad at us. Is that not true? Tell me that's not true. I see you looking like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about, but I'm trying to step out.
Step out.
Like you said.
You have to.
I don't think that's 100% true.
So
I do think it's a lot of women around here that will try to get down to the bottom of it and try to figure out what's wrong with their man. I really do. I don't think that's true. And I know it's some women that will get mad.
Okay, so why do you think that is the problem? Like, if a man come to say something and he expressing what he's saying, why do you have to get mad at him? Because he has feelings too.
It depends on what was said, how it was said, and how it was said, and whether and what that woman is hearing, and how that may make that woman feel.
Right.
Because sometimes when men express a problem, it can kind of make the woman feel like, wait, I'm not doing my job.
So right there, that and that could be the problem too, because this goes back to what we were saying about listening to what the person said and know how they operate. He's telling you a problem that he has. If we have a problem, we would tell you, we will address that problem. When a man is saying what he has to say, why does it have to turn around and be about y'all? That's what I'm saying. It's not about you not doing something. Listen to what I'm saying. It's about me. It's about what I'm saying. It's not about you right now. It's about what I'm saying. And a lot of times when we do that, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, but okay, so you have a problem and you say it's about y'all, right? But who's the person that can help resolve the problem or the issue?
The person we're talking to.
Okay, and who is that? The woman.
It could be you, but the thing is, I'm telling you the problem. Listen to what I'm saying. Don't turn around and say, oh, I'm not doing something right. Because now it's like I'm the victim. That makes sense?
What you mean, I'm the victim? Like the woman's the victim?
Yeah, when you say I'm not doing something right, it's like you're the victim now. No, I'm the victim. I'm the one with the problem.
Okay, so you saying we basically taking the spotlight off y'all?
Yeah.
Okay, I can understand that, but I think, like I said earlier, it's what was said, how it was said, how it was said, and that's how I guess we receive it.
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying. We got to listen. We have to listen.
Right.
As women.
And I think too, like I just learned this by doing this, talking about this. Y'all have to step out of the conversation. Stop, because when you're in the conversation, you're in that moment. A lot of times you're taking everything personal. That's why when I said, wait, step out, back out. Because when we start taking things personal, we don't look at the situation as a whole picture. We just look at our little part that we're in. So that's why you got to step out and listen. Step back and hear what I'm saying. And I think that's, it can fix a lot of that. Oh, I feel this way. Yeah, that person might be upset when they're talking. They might be passionate when they're talking. And they might not directly be saying something to insult you. But when you step out of it and listen to what they're saying, you can hear it. So, but that's just a little emotional things that men go through.
Okay.
But for his sake, I don't know. Once again, it could be the fame. It could be the money. But what I feel like is if this stuff is old, he went on the show and he said what he had to say, I feel that should have been it. You know, if they would have played a clip from the show and let that been it and not pull up those old receipts to make it look like it's current, whether they are or not, I think that was wrong. It's like saying he a liar. Well, even though he probably lied, I don't know. But I just feel like...
Well, honey, he is. I mean, even though I'm pretty sure they hashed it all out. This is a year ago. The fact is, he did lie, and he did.
He lied about what though?
I'm pretty sure he didn't go tell his wife I'm having a emotional affair with someone. I know he didn't tell his wife that, so therefore he lied. So yes, I'm sorry.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna be careful on that one because I don't be talking about preachers. I don't do that. So because they have enough scrutiny. But I think one thing that people forget is that they are people too. And yes, I know some pastors who good. Mm-hmm. You know, and you gotta be able to walk that walk. You know, and be able to stay above water. But I don't think that the fame and money helped his case. Even when he bought his wife a Lamborghini truck, you know. Go ahead.
I don't have a comment about that.
You have a comment, but you just don't want to say it.
I just thought, I mean, that's their money. He can do what he want to do with it. I just thought that just brought more light to them. But he also addressed that too. He said that they didn't post that. Whoever was there did it. So, I don't know. That whole situation is just to me.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we learned something about communication once again, and listening and not taking everything so personal, because I truly feel us women, we're emotional creatures, and we want to fix stuff. And then when you guys come with a problem and we think we have everything in order, it's a shock. We think everything is on point. We think everything is okay. It's a shock. Mm-hmm. And yes, therefore, we will some of us may get offended, you know, and it may hurt our feelings. You never know. So.
Right. And I think that's why I'm so calculated when I bring something to you. Because, first, I don't want to be biased. Am I calculated when I bring stuff to your attention?
I guess, yeah.
You guess.
Yeah.
You either know or you don't.
You think about things before you tell me, so yes.
But when I come to you, do you feel like I come to you in an approachable... No, well, maybe it might be out of the blue. Do I come to you in an approachable, respectful manner? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you always do that.
Okay, so I think that's why we're calculated when we come to y'all about something, because we know the effects of it. But it's like I have to do all of this planning to come to you about something. And even if it's a problem about me, it still might not get resolved because you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're taking everything what I'm saying that's affecting me and making it about you. And I think that could be a killer in a lot of relationships. No comment? Why are you looking like that?
No comment.
You got to watch this Krugers with a C video, because she is giving me some looks. Like right now, I can look at you and I know that you're thinking some stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot behind that. Mm-hmm. Because it's not like we intentionally trying to make ourselves the victim all the time.
Right.
Sometimes we probably don't even know that we are. It's just that you come with the problem, and I'm pretty sure I can get some women to agree with me. We're shocked. Mm-hmm. You know, because we feel like, I know you told me, I do. I'm stepping back in it. I feel like I give my all. Mm-hmm. And then when you come with the issue, I'm like, wait, what a minute, what happened?
Right.
Where did this start? You know, and I think that we're so calculated. We're trying to figure out, where did this problem come from? When did this start? How come we didn't notice it? All these things going through our head. And then we beat ourselves up. We got this, and that, all these to-do lists and everything. And we forgot about this, and we didn't notice this. So that's what I'm saying. There's so much.
Let me say this. The problem is not, most of the time, as big as you guys are making it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so...
Yeah, but sometimes the results are...
Yes, and I feel like, and this me listening to what you just said and understanding how y'all work. Mm-hmm. When I come to you, or we come to you with something, instead of taking that moment and saying, okay, this is the problem. This is what I need to work on. Or this is what he feel. Let me say that rather than say this is what I need to fix or whatever I said. Instead of focusing there, you keep that there and then you go backwards, trying to find the root to the problem. If I'm coming to you, if I'm big enough to come to you and say, listen, this is how I feel, ain't no need to look nowhere else. Don't go looking for nothing else. Because now you're just going to make the problem bigger. I'm telling you what the problem is. You don't have to go find the root for it, because I've already come to a conclusion, me as a man, and I'm stepping in it. Me as a man, I already done gathered my feelings, pushed them aside, and I say, okay, this is how I'm going to handle this. Everything before this is irrelevant. This is the problem. We're going to face it. So when I come to you with it, there's no need for you to go back and look at everything that I've already done. Let me look. That's you following me. That's me leading you. That'll talk to you. That's me leading you, because I've already fixed the problem back there. If we could just fix it from here, there's no need for you to go back and look for it. Follow me.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It makes
sense.
I
shock myself sometimes with the stuff I say.
Dr. Kruger in the house.
I shock myself with some of the stuff I say. But you don't think that's...
that makes sense.
That's... I'm going to leave that alone. I don't want to touch that no more.
Sure.
Follow me. So what else did we have on that?
Speaking of lying and cheating and stealing. Moving on to the next topic. I know everybody been talking about this.
That's the wrong song.
Everybody been shocked. So we're gonna talk about Uncle Becky. Uncle Becky. Auntie Becky, and I forgot the other lady. Facility Hoffman.
I don't know these people by their real names.
Okay, Facility is the lady from Desperate Housewives.
Wait, which one? You know, I used to like.
Yeah, the one.
Should I be ashamed that I used to like that show?
Desperate Housewives. They were the family with all the kids.
I ain't seen it in so long.
Yes, it hasn't been on. She was a family with all the kids, and then of course you know where Auntie Becky is from, and Hallmark. She was from Hallmark too. So yes, y'all, they around here, and then the dude singer, I forgot his first name. They around here paying for their childrens to go to college. They lying. Talking about they churns was on the road crew and all this, and they don't even know how to darn get in the boat.
What?
They know how to lay on the yacht, though.
My thing is, you already have money. You got money. Well, I guess.
Yes, because they have money. Let's go back to Auntie Becky. Mm-hmm. They have money because her husband is Massimo.
Who?
Massimo.
The clothing brand?
Yes, from Target, from Target. And those clothes was there for a minute.
Yes.
So they have money. Like you said, go ahead, finish your statement.
Why still?
I know this is nothing new. I know it's not.
You're already privileged. You already got privilege. All right, we're just going to keep it right there. You already got privilege.
Yes.
You already got money.
And this, to me, it's like maybe your children was not meant to go to this school. Man. It's okay if they go somewhere else. Like, you didn't think about that.
And see, this is what I be saying about jobs. This is exactly what I be saying about jobs. Look, this is exactly what I be saying about jobs. This is exactly what I be saying about jobs.
You know you a man because you ain't grabbing air right.
Like
puppet. Let me do it for you. This is how you snatch out.
This is what I be saying about jobs. You could get the hookup because of who you know.
Not what you know, but
not what you know. Because I'm sure some people who smart enough to get into that school and can't even step foot there.
It's a lot of people.
Buy your bootstraps.
It's a lot of people. And my thing
Buy
is,
your bootstraps.
I want to know about the two spots that that those girls took from the rowing crew, was it 2 spots that they took away from somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know if they just said that they were on the team and nobody got, you know, people was able to still come, but they just was on the team, or did they really take an actual person's spot?
They could have, honey. Listen, they had money. They got money involved. So once money is involved, then it don't even matter. You can buy your way through something.
Yeah, so I want to know how many people are going to get in trouble because...
well, we know 2 already.
Well, 3.
3?
The main 3 people. But what about the coaches and whoever else were involved? Because it's so many people. Facility. She had her kids, child or
Is
whatever.
her name Facility?
I don't know what it is.
Felicity?
Felicity, I'm sorry.
You call her building.
Felicity. My bad.
Oh, you call her building.
Well, she gonna be in a facility. Let me hush.
Orange is the New Black, the real movie.
She had her children's test changed. Or, you know.
Wait a minute. This reminds me of a story in Atlanta.
Which one?
When those people who got, it was some teachers that got arrested and served jail sentences for changing scores on tests or something like that.
When this happened?
This was a couple years ago.
Oh.
Things we might need to revisit.
Well, I have one that I would like to revisit. The young lady in Miami, she took her ACT or SAT, and, you know, of course, you take it the first time. You know, she didn't get a high score, but then she took it again. Her score was better.
It was better, right?
It was better. So they questioned that. You're not allowed to progress, get better, study. So, you know, that right there makes me mad, but you can go pay somebody to change the test or correct the answers or I don't think they gave answers. I think they just corrected the answers. So I'm wondering about those people too. Are those people going to get in trouble? Like, it had to be a lot of people you had to pay off in the hush.
But that's easy. Honey, you know how easy that is?
I know it's easy. That's why they were paying all that money.
Like, we see it on movies all the time. Hey, matter of fact, Ghost. Ghost is a prime example. Remember the movie Ghost when what was his name? Patrick Swayze. He had this account and he had that friend, and his friend, oh, don't worry about it, took over it and started making changes here and there. Now he stole that, but if you got somebody in this position and they're high. And they know you, hey, listen, this is the plan. This is what we're going to do. Then they're going to go get that person that they trust. And it's going to be a whole line of people.
Yeah.
And they could change these scores. They could lose your paper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just so sad to me when we tell our children, you have to work hard, study hard. You have to earn this, do that. When it's parents out there, they not telling their children none of this. They just go buy it for them. Yeah,
it's privilege. And then when your child do work hard, study hard, they get accused of cheating. And then when they go back and prove it, that happened to us.
When?
With Paige.
Oh, yeah. Oh. It sure enough did. Yes.
Yeah, that happened to us.
Yeah, that ended very well.
Yeah.
That ended very well.
And she actually went back and did better on the test. You gave me more time to study. What you think?
Yeah. Yeah. And my thing is, because I had to question that teacher, if a child haven't passed that test since the 11 years that you've been working there, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's
like you're setting them up to fail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, are you setting them up to fail or you're not teaching them properly? What is it? Why is this test still relevant anyway? Like, right. What is really going on? So when you start questioning these people, they can't give you answers. And then they start backtracking. Yeah. You know, you have to be parents. You have to be involved, but not that involved.
What you mean by that?
Not that involved where you paying people off.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Right. And you're going to jail.
But this ain't something.
Everything.
This ain't something that they just start doing.
I know it's not. It's just out in the light right now.
Yeah. I wonder how they got caught. What happened? Who said something?
I think I don't remember. I'm not even going to say. It dealt with some other guy. It was another guy. Something, he was already in trouble. And I think because of his case, that's when they started investigating it.
You gonna get caught.
Yeah. So, you know, she lost her Hallmark deal. Her daughter, Sephora, cut ties with her daughter.
Sephora is the
makeup company. And I think her YouTube page got
you is bad
down.
when YouTube.
But you know what? I don't feel sorry for that daughter. I don't know about the other daughter, but that daughter, if you guys go look, it might be on YouTube, but I know Wendy Williams played the clip of that daughter who had the YouTube page. She said that she had all these jobs and she don't know how she was gonna manage, and she was like, but I am in college. I am ready to experience the football games and all the parties. You know, I really don't care about school. You guys already know that. That was her statement. She don't care. She want to go experience. How old is she? I don't know, 20-something, 19. I don't know how old she was, but I don't think she cared. Because when this all went down, she was on the board of trustees' yacht because she friends with his daughter.
See what I'm saying?
She don't care. The other daughter may, but I don't think this one right here.
I would like my kids to have privilege, but I don't want it to be abused.
Yeah.
Like, we all got some type of privilege, but it's like when you start abusing it. Like, that's abusing your privilege.
Yeah, because if y'all just go look at the clip and see her whole attitude, it was snobby. It was like, whatever.
Well, honey, she probably is a snob. Her parents could buy her whatever she wants.
You're right. But it's some rich kids that's out there that's not like that.
I truly believe that.
And I don't feel sorry for that young lady at all. She don't care. She probably moved on to the next thing. So
what do we take from this and apply it to our life? Like, what do we say about this? How do we apply this to our life? And what do we,
I mean, I just know that you cannot lie, steal, or chill.
Lie, steal, or chill.
Lie, cheat, or steal. Mm-hmm. It's going to come back to you.
Right.
You may be enjoying that ride right now, but it's going to all come out in the light. Mm-hmm. You're going to I know it's hard to sit back and work hard and put your blood, sweat, and tears into everything while you see other people progress faster. But you have to, because you learn more. You understand more. Like, what if she would have never got caught? She would have got her degree. How would she have functioned in real world? Like,
the same
you don't
way,
know anything. Well, yeah.
How you think a lot of people function in the real world?
Like Whitney Houston said, these children are our future. Our future is
messed up. In our future. Teach you well and let them lead the way. Show off all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense.
Sexual chocolate.
A pride.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Make it easier.
That boy can sing.
Let the children laughter. That is how we used
Donations.
I remember long ago, never to walk in anyone's shadow. Because the greatest love alone inside of me, yeah.
Sexual chocolate.
That was good.
Man, I thought that was a trash can. No, it's donations.
I think I want to go watch that.
Me too.
But yeah, you said they are our future. But how you said if she never got caught, then the cycle would have continued.
I know, but then these are supposed to be our leaders, our people that's going to be running our country. It's going to be a hot mess.
It's been like this, and I think she just made the right person mad. They just made the right person mad.
Probably.
That's all that happened. They made the right person mad because you can look at it at your job. You see these people who be...
don't even go there. Do not go there about my employment.
You see these people who do this.
I do.
And they get them moved to this place and this place and this place.
I remember when I was in college for the second time. And that's what they were doing. And one girl asked me, "You passed that on your own?" Yeah, I did. Like, what am I supposed to be doing?
They wouldn't expect you to be smart.
No, not one bit.
Yeah.
Yes, because the second time I went to college, it was not a HBCU. It was,
historically black college or university.
Yeah, but the other one was just, mixture. I was the minority. So, yeah, they were shocked that I passed the test on my own, and this was pre-Jesus. So, y'all can imagine.
This is BC.
Y'all can imagine my response and my look.
Well, your look probably stayed the same.
Yeah, my look stayed the same.
Your response probably varied.
Completely rated R.
A T little.
Completely rated R.
A T little. You don't see me.
And then I had to go ask the Lord to forgive me because that was a Christian college. But I ain't care. Like, you try me? Listen, I just got off from work. My baby is like some months old. You better leave me alone, okay? Like, we's not going there. Not one bit. I had attitude.
We know.
All through college. Thank God it was a Christian school.
You've probably been in jail somewhere.
I know, but I mean... Anyways, go ahead.
I understand.
Moving on.
But I don't know if I already touched on this, but it's the same thing. Like, I hear so many people say, I went for the job. I did everything. I didn't get the job. It's not. And I told this story a million times about when I was sitting in class and it was like, oh, just put the application in. He'll hire you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, it's stuff like that. People who know you. And then, like, when we get in that position, although we ain't doing nothing bad, we don't look out for each other.
No.
So.
Not one bit.
I don't know what the outcome of this whole situation is going to be, but I know she lost some deals.
Yeah.
She lost Hallmark.
And she was the queen of Hallmark. Definitely around Christmas time, and then she had a new show that was just coming out too.
When is that gonna get canceled?
And that's my thing. Like, that is other people. She was the star of the show, but what about the co-stars, the cameraman, the lights, the sets, the design people?
Let me go back to go ahead. I'm gonna cut you off. Go ahead.
I'm just naming all these people that may lose their job because of what you did. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna recast her. Right. They should recast her so everybody can keep their job, but
see, that's the thing I was saying about the whole R. Kelly situation. People want you to stop listening to his music, but he's not the only one benefiting off of that music.
Yeah.
It's people, if he can't read, he couldn't have wrote it.
Yeah. He thought it.
He could have thought of the music. But it's other writers, it's other creditors, it's other people involved in that process.
Yeah, because I always thought about that. They talking about he couldn't read or write, but like his music was like the bomb. Like, in the closet.
I can go in there and sing a song and...
Yeah, like, but in the closet, the concept, I mean, he wasn't that dumb.
I think the man can read. If he,
I mean, he's creative.
Yeah.
I mean, because his work was just like D.L. Hughley said, you can believe you can fly, but you can't read.
I'm going to just say that, is it right to boycott his music or a person because they're not the only person benefiting from that music? So you're just saying this to cancel this person. All right, just say, for instance, they cancel his shows. What if he got a live band? What if he got a DJ? Yeah. And these people have nothing to do with what he doing. You're affecting their money too. So just because you guilty by association, I guess.
Yeah.
But we might as well not go nowhere. We might as well not watch no Hollywood movies.
Nothing.
None at all. Because I'm sure some stuff going on that we don't know about that people doing. But if we stop listening to their music, my point is, it's not just affecting them. Like the whole Roseanne thing, when she did what she did.
Well, they killed her.
Yeah, but so did everybody else that was on the show. Or did they do a reboot?
No, they killed Roseanne. That show's still going on.
Okay, but the people still.
Still got jobs.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Because they shouldn't have to suffer because of what that individual said. Now, if they was in the room with her chanting it, then that's different.
Yeah. Yeah, because the girl, she's still on the talk. Everybody's still good. I don't know if Roseanne's still airing right now, but I know they killed her off.
I seen it on today, the older one.
Oh. Yeah. But I'm talking about the new shows.
I don't know about the new shows.
Yeah, I think They killed her off and they kept it going.
Let's get off that and let's play a little game, okay? We're going to try to let you revive yourself.
Me?
Yeah.
With what?
Don't worry. We're going to let you see. Oh, Lord. I'm going to give you 1 minute to name as many movies.
Oh, I could do this. What's your record?
I don't know.
I think it's 32.
All right. On your mark. Get set. Go.
Coming to America, Friday, Boys in the Hood, Jason Lyrics, Poetic Justice, Shrek 1, Shrek 2, School of Rock. Oh my God. Overboard.
What's that? Okay, keep going.
Oh, Overboard. Stop. A Christmas Kiss. This Christmas. Stump the Yard 1, Stump the Yard 2. Santa Claus 2. Mr. Church. Oh my God, this is so hard.
Keep going.
Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Princess and the Frog, Snow White, Cinderella, Lion King, Aladdin. Oh my God. Last Dragon.
I'll give you that one. I counted 26.
I was almost there.
Almost don't count, baby. Almost don't count.
Whatever. I'm gonna have to rematch.
Yeah,
I need to rematch.
You need to tighten up. But you got any thing else that you want to say?
No.
Any closing remarks? Any benediction?
No, I think that's it.
I want to say thank you to everybody who got a bumper sticker and put it on their car and showed us love. We have a few bumper stickers left. If you would like a bumper sticker, you can email us at krugerswac@gmail.com. You can also listen to us on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Google Play, and watch the videos on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. Drop us a comment. Send us some emails. Let us know what's on your mind. So you got anything else, honey?
Nope, that's it.
All right. So until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Marcus.
I'm Shelby.
And we're Krugers with a C.